Okay, I'm going to try to touch real quickly on a few things because I just got to, and I got to try not to ramble. I know better than to look at any of your videos because you get so far ahead of me, I can't, I can't keep my, because I don't just get on here. I don't want to ever get on here and just start running my mouth. I got to, sort things through and everything, and then I get a chance. By the time I get a chance, you done went and brought up another subject, or you're not really another subject, but you're back on another the past, and you just changing and flipping it like you do. Adding a few more little things. But let me sit down here a minute. I was gonna, you talked about. I'm trying to get my thoughts in order here. Oh, you were saying how you had to escape your abusive family, which is me, by the way. You think, just for anyone listening, she equates me into 100 people. She thinks I'm multiple, which we're going to later on tonight. Now, after my husband goes to work, we're gonna go over your other side of your family so that you can see that there's other people you can blame for things, and probably got pretty good reason if you want to. But I'm gonna show you how to go. I'm gonna just kind of lead you in that direction. You can take it for what it's worth and look it up yourself. Okay, that was one thing. The other thing I wanted to point out to you is your friend. She has her channel, and she's kind. I think it's kind of good you have her because she, I don't know. She makes you sound even, like you're the smart one of the two, which is, that is just hilarious to me. That when I had that image in my mind, you're the smartest of the two. And as far as a dramatic actress, you're better than her. You can cry on a dime, like they say about trucks. But so I'm gonna have to give that one to you too. I think you're more of a you're a very dramatic person. And you portray it pretty good because you sucked her in, didn't you? But see, the problem with her is she don't really listen to your videos. She must not listen to any. She might just turn it off for a second, turn it off. But she doesn't really, I caught on that she doesn't listen. Because if she did truly listen to you, she would never have asked, do I not work? Talking about me, of course, not you. We all know you ain't gonna work. Because she would know, she would have had the image in her mind, if she actually listened to you, of me would have been this wealthy lady who goes and plays bridge on the weekends, and the rest of my time is spent just getting on here and saying things to you, which leads me to my next point. Okay, because you get so far ahead of me, it drives me crazy when you do that. You want people to believe that it's I that have just come full force aggressively at you. But let me just point something out to you, which we will go over the details of this later, when I'm not cooking and he's at work. You've put out 33 videos, okay, since you've been back. You were gone, what, right at a month, maybe not, maybe a month. And then when you came back, you put out 33 videos, and I think that's like 2 weeks for you, maybe 2 weeks worth of videos. I'll have to check that. Out of those 33 videos, 31 of them are you just going from AP, niece, and me. All right, I don't know why you don't want to give no one else no credit for you. Like, I mean, there been a few. I don't know. I'm trying to pinpoint that about you. I think certain people you're terrified of, because they don't. You don't know if they're gonna be laughing, or, you don't know. Some of us, but I think you're terrified of Hat Man. I think you're terrified of JJ, and he was the gatekeeper. But anyway, you have put out 33, and 31 of those was you trashing, slandering, defaming one of the three of us. You're really get a grip, Mary. Okay, just get a grip. I had to write this down because I forget. Now I went and checked me, just because if you're gonna check someone else, you better check yourself. It's funny. In the last month, I have put out 2 videos, as I stated last night, was because you weren't running your mouth about any of us, really. You weren't on here. So there was no need for me to be on here because you brought me here. Remember, you brought me here. This channel is for others and myself that get blocked by you because you don't want to hear no truth, to use to make the truth out there because you won't let us do it the right way. I've made 2 videos in a month, all right? One of those videos was about you. The other one was not. It was nothing to do with you. So how, it makes me giggle because I'm like, this woman, your friend, and the things you say, she just listens to a few things. Anyone who believes you and supports you, if they truly saw the content that you put out there, which is trash, and what I put out there, which is defending, the trash that you put out there about myself and others that I care about. And Mary, the longer I'm on here, the closer to other people I'm getting. And I'm like a lion, and I'm gonna protect my cubs with everything in me. And I will. And I have to keep an eye on things because if you so stupid you ever do get them in trouble, I'll be there. I will be right there defending them in a court or whatever I need to do, but you won't get over on them. As long as there's breath in my body, I'll be there with what I have to prove you the liar you are. So that's the problem you've got. You've got me on here for so long, I'm starting to really get attached. And the more people come in, the more my heart's opening. Because there's some I don't, I respect them and everything, but like, they don't touch my heart, but there's some that do. The hula hooper. You could learn a lot from her. And the only reason your friend attacks her, it's so sad, is because the girl is pretty. She's pretty, she's soft-spoken, and she's just a fighter. She's a fighter, but in a softer way. I don't think she has to beat you up with a hula hoop. It's just comical to me that this other woman, woman child, is just so jealous of another's beauty. It's sad, It's just sad that she would be. That she just can't see it for what it is. She's a beautiful girl, and she is a fighter. She has fought her way back to walk and to become a mother. And, that takes some strength that you have no idea, because you've never reached down inside to find it. But anyway, that's the reason why I don't know where I was going. I forgot. But she attacks her, and it's simply because she's pretty. It's not because she knows anything about her, because if you say, like with that, she is disabled. She's declared niece is disabled. But yet, you and your little friend just go right at it, and then y'all have the audacity to say, picking on people with, handicap. Y'all crazy. Y'all really are a little bit, got too many nuts in your fruitcake. So, sorry about that one. But anyhow, like I said, you're more mature than her, and that's sad to say, and you're a better dramatic actress than her. She's more of she's more of a person that could play a role on TV about being multiple personalities, but all of them being under 10 years old and biting children. She's the little bully on the playground. That's my take on her. So no, I don't need to respond to her. She's like a child, and I'm not going to lash out at someone who talks that way, because it makes me, I feel like I'm going after a little kid, and I can't do that. Now, you, on the other hand, it's a different story. But she's got to teach you the difference, not the difference, but the equality in the good and the evil, before you'll ever be a good witch or a good Christian. Either which way you flip or flop, you got to have some knowledge. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the knowledge that you're going to go in there and whoop up some voodoo without having the same knowledge that there is another power in this world. Now, when you choose this way, you're choosing that you believe that what you have chosen is more powerful than what some others have chosen. Well, good luck with that, because I've read the end of the book. And if it's all true, like I truly believe in my heart, then I already know the light wins. So, but some people don't get it, and that's okay. Y'all go ahead. And I don't need to save you, and I don't need to browbeat you. I guess I'm a little selfish that way. I kind of want my own room, if you know. I'm just kidding. But you're not there. And if she thinks she's helping you, or if she don't understand why you can't focus on the right person, which I'm not sure who that is. I don't know if it's me you're supposed to be focused on, or AP, or maybe that's what you've been doing the last month, is hanging out with her, getting educated. Because I've seen her before. I'm trying to put my finger on it, and I will when I get a little bit more time. But them words that she spoke, she's focused on Mary, you focusing on the wrong one. I thought, Lord, there ain't no power there. And with anything in your life, good or evil, there's power there if you know how to. You have to know, Mary, and you don't know. You don't know. You honestly would say something so ignorant as Jesus wouldn't even do it for free. He wouldn't even do it. You said. I think there's enough people out here that have at least that a bit of knowledge of the stories they've heard about the Bible, whether they are or not, or went to church or whatever. But I believe most people have heard that story, and I don't believe any of them would have come up with something so, to blame for their own actions. Oh, and I don't know if I said this, but I'm going to say it quickly. At that point that you heard is because I had said something to someone in online. I don't know if I asked, just keep us in your thoughts or whatever I said, but anyhow, I didn't come to you. Your family, nobody else came to you. Your sisters didn't want you there. They didn't want you to upset the last moments of your mother's life, and you would have, because you did my mother's, which I'm not going to go back into, but you did, and that's between you and whoever you're going to choose to learn about, but you have no power. So if you thinking for 1 second you're going to come and do some voodoo, witchcraft, I don't care what you want to call it. I don't care if you want to dance in the moonlight naked for whatever. You have no power. And if she's counting on you to be anything with her, she's really sad, more sad than I thought. She's already sad looking sight, bless her heart. But anyhow, that's what I had to say about that, and I'll go back over this video and see if I missed anything, and I will be back later. Because, like I said, you've made all those videos and given me so much to think about. And some of it I won't address because I don't have that much time left in life, but some of it I will. And this tree here, let me quickly, I don't know if I told you, but we had a storm. Okay, this ain't for you. You're going about your business. But we had a storm, and the storm took these 2 trees out right there. See them? But look at this arch. I want y'all to see something. Because, see, so far, I've kept him from cutting it up for firewood. But here's what I want to do now, y'all. I know it sounds crazy, but that's okay, because I am, and I admit it. I want that. You see how it's arched? And it fell backwards like that? I want it up front in my garden. Can y'all see it? Can you imagine what would look like having that like arch over the garden? Isn't that cool? I think that's just nature. It's so pretty how it fell. And I'm thankful it fell that way instead on the house. But anyhow, that was what I want to talk to y'all about. And I'm sure it sounds, a lot of this is scrambled eggs, and I'll straighten it all out for you later. I'm sorry, Eunice, you got me too far ahead of myself. I got to get upstairs and finish dinner. But I will get back with all of y'all later so we can keep going on with, just my thoughts. Because we know I got many.